I want to talk a little bit about your instructional technique because Sunrise really was a special place. And what made it so special wasn't just the fleet and your interest in aerobatics, it was your technique in teaching. And I read a quote from Viktor Frankl that I think really sums up your technique. And I'll paraphrase. Viktor Frankl said, there's a space between stimulus and response. And in that space is where you have your power to choose how you will respond. How does that make you feel about your way of teaching?
Every instructor, once you're in the right seat, has this job: observe the student and critique. The difference comes in, however, in that you want to critique silently. It doesn't really make any difference what the activity is. There's going to be an error in pitch, bank, or yaw, or power management. That's what you observed. Before you can say anything about what the student should do to correct it, ask yourself, how did I know? What did I see that made that error clear to me? And then don't say you needed more rudder or you needed more aileron.
To clarify this, right? An instructor's job is to observe and critique. Yes. And that's still true.
Yes, absolutely.
But you say critique silently.
Right.
So I see the prop is pulling the nose to the left and the student doesn't have enough right rudder. Right.
Okay.
And I could simply say more right rudder, or I could say step on the ball or look at the ball. That's observe and critique. But what you're saying is critique silently.
That's a good example, because one of the easiest things to ignore is propeller yaw, right? Every time the airplane is flying below its design cruising speed, right, with less than the design cruising power, the propeller in all likelihood is going to be pulling the nose to some degree to the left. And it's very easy to ignore.
Because the cars don't have it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And so it's easy to fix it like you would with a car and just roll the airplane a little bit to the right. And now that you're banked to the right, there's a turning tendency that you've created, which cancels the propeller's turning tendency to the left. And then the yaw is gone. And the airplane is climbing out in a slight slip. Here are the things that you could say. Where is the ball? Okay. Or do you see the nose moving? Yeah, it's moving to the left, isn't it? There, you just gave the answer. Don't answer your own questions. So what you need to do is observe, this student isn't using enough right rudder against the propeller. And what he or she is doing is using bank to fix it, which is the wrong control surface for the wrong solution. So what I want to do is call their attention to that. Here's the right question. Are the wings level? I'm not asking you, is the nose moving? Do you have enough right rudder? Is the ball in the center? I'm asking you this. Are the wings level? And the student looks at the two wingtips and says no. And I say, go ahead and level the wings.